welcome everybody. I don't know how to start this. This is a project of mine that I've been tinkering with or thinking about, where I take bullseye signals. If you don't know what bullseye signals are, they're signals, AI signals that I believe it's Tradey ticks sends, and some of the servers that I'm in post this up, so I'm going to show you what I mean by here for a minute. Let me paste one here for you. And this series, again, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep doing this or not, but we'll see how it is. It's basically kind of an online journal for myself. I do have an online journal on the Discord, but I think it feels a little better if I have it videoed, so I can kind of go back and see. I do write my own journal entries on my own server, but this is what I mean by a bullseye trade. Idea, I guess. A signal idea, whatever you want to call it. And give me 1 second for a minute, because I've been, I don't know how I want to put this. I don't even want to know if this is a kind of a podcast for myself or not. I'm gonna change some stuff on my thing so you guys can see my Discord things here real quick, if I could do that. Okay, that's main monitor. Brave browser. I really don't want to edit too much on my video, so I'm just recording right now. But if this takes too long, then I might just cut this part out. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's not showing for some reason. Capture. That looks like that button doesn't work. Alright, never mind. I'll just do it this way. You kind of see my Discord and stuff, but this is my other monitor. But here's what I'm talking about. And I've kind of been journaling my own, like, my own journey into this. You know, try the trade ideas and just see where it goes. And for the most part, it's been doing pretty well. I mean, I've been doing pretty well at least. So here's what I'm gonna call this series. It's gonna be called target practice, and I will put in an intro right now.
Target practice.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I hope you like that. I'm gonna try and do a couple other AI videos like that, but for now, that's what that is. Let's see what my last one was, because I haven't really done this since freaking November. I've been practicing more or less on the day trade side, but seeing as the new year and hopefully a prosperous year, we're gonna be I'm gonna go back to this and just kind of see how it goes now that I've learned a little bit more into the trading course side of it. And shout out to Arca from Arca Bulls for having the Arca University. I highly suggest, if you don't know how to trade, or are you a beginner, or if you want to learn how to trade, to jump into that beginner's course starting soon. I'm sure in probably a couple weeks or so. I am an assistant in that Discord group as well, so if you have any questions, ask me, DM me, and I will help you there. So, but anyways, let's get back to this here. Oopsies, my bad. Let's switch over. Okay, so before I was doing this, I noticed there was a signal on the Draftkings, so I have, this is my first one actually. This wasn't a signal or anything, but this is a swing trade I'm looking at doing for the ARCA group and for myself. So let's go to somewhere between the one day. Got a little bit of a signal, and this thing fucking dropped. Pardon my language, sorry. This thing dropped quite a bit in one day. The Friday just tanked for some reason. Had a little bit of a gap here. So yeah, if I open up, peekaboo, drop right down. And this is the targets I'm looking at right now for 33. The 33 and the 30. Oh wait, my bad. That should be 30. Shoot, give me 1 minute. I gotta check out my notes again. I might have gotten those timestamps wrong. Sorry, 30 and 30, 50. 30 puts, sorry. 30 to 30, 50 puts. And again, this will be my journal, so I'll have some sort of a scorecard or something for the next few future videos. So see which ones I'm right, which ones I'm wrong. We'll go back next week and we'll see how it's going. If I sold, if I bought, if I lost, if I won, stuff like that. So this will be just kind of a a journey into my own trades, and hopefully it'll help you guys too. If you want ideas or whatnot. By the way, this is not financial advice. Take this as a form of entertainment, so take everything I say with a grain of salt the size of Mount Everest and you'll be fine. Because I'm, even though I think of myself as an okay trader, I might not be the best trader for you, so it's more of an improvement for myself. So, but anyways, I'm looking into actually buying within this area here and then basically holding up for drop until the 30s, the 38 areas. If you can see, there's kind of more of a resistance there. But also Super Bowl February 8th, so I'm having a feeling that there might be less trade or less bets, less in the, until we hit to that area. Then we might see a more bigger move, since DraftKings is a sports betting company. So let's move on to the next one. This one will be a bullseye bot call out, and the way I want to do this is I'm going to be doing maybe one or two of the AI confidence ones where it's maybe 65% and higher confidence on it, and then maybe doing one that's maybe 50-50 just to see, because that's how I did it before, was I'd pick ones that were like 50-50 just to see if I can get it right, because you don't know. 50-50 is basically 50-50. It's a coin toss, so whether it was right or wrong, and most of the time 50-50 on the bullseye or the bullseye alert was basically wrong most of the time. So and if you want to know how I started doing this, like trading, when I got into trading, damn, look at that. That was a bad move. I can't remember what I was doing with this one, but anyways, so before I started with Arca Bulls, I was in Keenan Grace's channel, and I'm still am in Keenan Grace's channel. because I'm grandfathered in at about, I want to say $10 a month. I know he's charging like almost $50 to $100 now, so yeah, like $10 ain't nothing really. But anyways, um, so I started with Keenan's channel, and he also has a bullseye bot. Oops. He also has a bullseye bot, and me being a novice trader, if any kind of trader, I didn't know how to trade, so I would look at the bullseye bot and I would trade off of that, and sometimes it would hit, most of the time it did, because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was basically taking 50-50 trades. You know, I did one trade the first time, which was like a 60% trade or something like that. Made some good money off of it, and then yeah, proceeded to just try and throw my money at any signal that would pop up, and yeah, that wasn't a good idea. But that got me into interested into figuring out how this stuff works. So here we are, and you know, passing 3 out of the 4 courses of ARCA's university, which is beginners, strategies, executions. I'm moving up to conditioning now, and I also want to say that there is a scalpers course now. So please head over to Arca Bull's Discord or his YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I can't think. Hop over to his YouTube channel and you can get the deets there. So shout out to him again. But he's such a great guy. I wouldn't be here doing this without inspiration from him and the confidence in myself to do this. And also shout out to my beautiful fiance that's probably watching this right now too. I wouldn't be as confident without you there with me. So but anyways, some good news there. She's we're probably gonna get married this year. I'm gonna say probably. What the hell? We are definitely gonna get this married this year because I kind of have to. But probably looking around, I don't know, July, August maybe, somewhere in that area. But yeah. So let's start with TLT because this one has a 69% confidence. Was posted yesterday at 2 p.m. So this should be a good one to kind of play around with. So let's start. You know, let's see what we can find here. Just kind of, yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Sorry. Okay, so we got an $88 strike. So let's do that first. Let's go to our 88. Right here. So this will be our bullseye target. And I'll try and do this like every Saturday, Sunday, just so that way, you know, if you are interested in keeping up with my own trades or my own chart, my swing charts, yeah, you can just do it that way, and you can say, put in the comments, hey, you got it right, or fuck you, you got it wrong. You know, I don't care. Like I said, I'll post my own plays and I'll post if I do buy or sell or whatever afterwards. And if we get to that point where we think it's doing well, I might even do a $100 challenge. Let's put it that way. So, because I don't like posting lots of money on options trades. This one that I'm looking at right now, the Draftkings one, I'm looking at the 30 to 25s puts. They're around between $30 and $60 right now. The target that I want to get it in, it should drop down a little more cheaper. The last time I played Draftkings, that was in October, I bought a $30 put and I had made $400 off of that. So yeah, I think I'll be okay on that one. I feel like that one was more of a lucky hit though, because I can show you real quick here just exactly what happened. So this was the area I was playing out. I think I got into around here, maybe, or maybe it was around here. I can't remember, but yeah, it was a big old wedgie right there. This was where I was thinking. Bounced up here, touched here, bounced back down, was out of the thing, and then just completely dropped. So, and these were my targets right here, by the way. So, my wedge, yeah, so definitely hit there, you know. And he had a confirmation on this one too, so I mean, they were both basically outright freaking out of the park, so. And now we have another signal, and to the downside actually, so that's why I'm betting at least this much in this amount of time. And I figure this would probably be best because if we do get the Super Bowl February, well, we will, but once Super Bowl happens, I'm sure this might rise back up. But for now, I'm planning on a drop. Don't quote me on that. Again, not financial advice. Your own trades, take your own risks. I can't help you with that. I can only give out ideas of my own that I feel that, you know, confidently. But you do you, and hopefully everything works out in the end, but not financial advice. But anyways, enough of the chatter, sorry. So I'm gonna go quiet for a minute here, and let me just draw this up for a little bit. Alright, enough talking to myself. Sorry for the long pause there. Just, I don't want to break out all the secrets to Arca's trading. You would have to go on the course for that, but for the most part, just doing a little bit of math here. For the most part, I see more downside actually. So first of all, let's start with the obvious. Oops. Obvious being the wedge here, which means, you know, squeezing it down, the lower the volume, we could be seeing a downside here. So, and my targets for the downside are here. I'm sure some people don't like to hear that. All we ever want is the upside, right? We never want to see a downside. But playing options, you can play both, and you shouldn't consider it that much. But here's what I'm looking at. So yeah, we already have a wedge squeezing, tightening. So we might hit this area here, this zone here, and then drop. It's basically just like my Draftkings wedge, which, you know, for the downside. So just kind of think about it like that. So let's see. My notes here, we're at 87.76. We could be looking at, or actually no, we're at 87.80. I have to look at my notes again now. Shit, sorry. 780. What's that total again? 87. I have to rewrite my my calculations because I thought it was at 87.76. I didn't see it was at 87.80. So that kind of messes up a little bit. Okay. So I mean, we could possibly and this is a 1 week expiry, so we could actually very well do that. We could very well hit that area. From what I'm looking at, 5. I'm looking at the current ATR as well with this, so just kind of making notes of some things here. So yeah, we could very well be hitting that area. I would say this could be a potential resistance area here. Or a buy-in maybe to the downside, but I feel like, because here's the other thing too. You can see the potential bull or bear flag right here as well. You know, seeing some resistances right here to here, so, or support from here to here if it does bounce back down. Let's see, 3 hour. 3 hours giving us a signal there. That almost kind of rhymes, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay. So yeah. Almost looking at it from down here, so I'd almost, for the short term, yes. Long term, no. That would be my my personal opinion. Like I said, not financial advice. So, but I would say yes to the TLT 88 strikes. 69% confidence for this coming week's expiry for Friday. I would say yes. That being said, if you do get it, I'd probably watch it in and out in 1 day, 2 days. I mean, it says right here, you know, shorter term expirations, better to add some extra time. So yeah, I probably would. I probably wouldn't actually. What am I saying? These usually happen between 1 and 2 days right here. Expect to pay on 1 to 2 days. So I would say between 1 and 2 days, I would say yes. You know, or very close to. If you wanted to know what I was doing here with these bars, this is the 50% daily. If I would do it this way. Or, no, the 2 days. I think it was the 2 days. My bad. Or was it the daily? I can't remember. Shit. This is a gap here, so we know it likes some tickers like to cover gaps up, some tickers don't. I can't remember why I drew that, but was that the 2-day or the 4-day? See, this is what happens when you have ADHD. You forget things if you don't write them down. Oh no, it was this, I think. It was this whole wedge thing. The 50% basically sitting right there. So we could see a high of that, but according to certain calculations that you learn from doing this, that's not always the case. So yeah, I would say watch out for this area here, which is another gap. But for the most part, for the short term, I would probably look at getting something like this. I don't know how much they are. Let's pull up the old Moo and just kind of see what it's showing for those plays. What is this? TLT. I won't put LTL. TLT iShares. Okay. Options. Or what did I say it was? The 23rd? Well, this isn't Friday, is it? It is Friday. Okay, so it's Friday expiries. And I said 88. So we're looking at a 45 to 46 cent contract. Which, if you don't know options, you should probably sign up for the Archibal's course. Plug in for that. But no, if you don't know what options are, the contracts and the 45 cents is actually times 100 because you're looking at getting 100 shares. So picture is a contract that you can obligated but not you have the right but not the obligation to buy 100 shares. One contract equals 100 shares, and you're obligated, not obligated. I'm sorry, you have the right but not obligated to buying those 100 shares at that strike price. So we're looking at $88 strikes. So 100 shares times 88. And the contract is worth 45 cents times 100. So that's $45. So in terms of actually buying the shares, if someone wants to buy those contracts and let's say the shares shoot up to $90, right? They can still buy those shares at $88 with that contract, but they have to buy 100 shares. So you can kind of see the value of a options contract if you buy them cheap enough and you think it's going up higher and you want those shares, then you can buy them at a lower price with that contract. But anyways, How do I paste? There we go. Okay, so these are the $88. Oh, I'm sorry, those are puts. My bad. Oh, those are puts. Which might not be bad. Thinking about it now. I don't think, okay. I don't think at all. Yeah, that's basically correct. I don't think at all. Anyways. Alright, so here's the actual ones. Okay. So I'll post this up here. So this is the play for this one. Not financial advice, by the way. I'm looking at the 88s, and I actually might buy some. That's actually a pretty good price, so we'll see. I'm sure it'll fluctuate once market opens, but I will keep my eye on this one for myself. I'm gonna write down the what's it, 88 at 30 cents, so 30 bucks. And I will update next Saturday, Sunday, whenever I do this. I will update on those plays. Same thing with the DKNG. I think this one might be good enough for now. I know this is my first one, so I'm trying to kind of how do you want to put this? This is a test, okay? So if this goes well, if I get viewers or whatever, I don't even care if I get viewers or not. This is doing it for myself. But if you like watching it, leave me a comment, you know, say, hey, you know, cool shit, yeah, or whatever, you know, or, you know, tell me if you think differently. If you look at my chart and you think differently, you know, let me know there, you know, let me see what's going on, because this is a feeler video. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this or not. I want to see if this works for myself as a kind of an online journal. But yeah, let's go with that. So I'm thinking, you know, like I said, thinking upside for this week, and then I might actually look at some puts for once it hits that upside. But you let me know what you think. And for the third, fourth, fifth time, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But hit that like button, you know, and leave me a comment. We'll just go from there. But thank you for watching, everybody. I hope this helped. So long.